what happened, but whatever was thrown at me in the beginning, that shit was just like, damn, love. Somebody threw a love potion toward my ass. That's what it was. That's what I'm like, why am I thinking about thee? Like, what is even happening? Movie, TV. It's too many messages and like getting all this like telepathy, girl. You got telepathy. I'm like, when that happened? When that start happening? Okay, let me see. Like remote viewing. Who I'm remotely viewing? Who viewing me remotely? I'm like, hey, I don't even know what this means. All these words, and not even understand that it is such a thing. The fact that like I'm catching any of this, I understand it. The fact that it's a, I don't know what none of this means. Like, and in fact, I'm mad that if somebody do know what it means and they ain't telling me, that shit making me mad. Like that shit, that's what made me mad. Like I know I done said a couple of things that might sound crazy to me, and I don't even know how to explain it. But I'm sitting here and I'm explaining it to some people, and instead of you telling me what the hell going on, you sitting up here saying some shit to me that don't even really matter to me about what I'm having. And I'm like, depending on what it is, I'm gonna take the bait because I'm gonna figure out what the hell is going on, because ain't nothing like that ever happened to me before, and somebody trying to tell me to roll because now I'm wondering, and I'm like, no, and then all of a sudden I start getting my tarot coming through my shit. Tarot messages just started popping. I'm like, how the hell did my YouTube start becoming tarot videos? Like, what happened? And then it's taking me back to Chanel as like she was putting my damn tarot videos on YouTube after my, because they used to send them to me, and I would just keep them, download them, because like even though she's telling me right now, like the first couple of days she'd be going back and forth, bouncing, volleying shit off each other. I'd be like, all right, and then because even that, like, Lori telling me you should have played volleyball. Like, what the fuck is all this shit? What is happening? Like, some fucking type of movie? Like, what's behind you? What the fuck is over there behind you? Why are you talking to me like that? And now that you mention it, it is suspicious that your ass came over here because you don't never come around for real. Now that I'm thinking about it, you don't really fuck with me for real. But why you over here? Why your ass come over here all of a sudden when you start fucking with me like this? This shit is weird. You weird right now. Talking about taking me out to eat. No, I don't even want to. But now, yeah, since you gonna pay for it, I ain't got no money. We gonna go out to eat. What you trying to talk to me? What we conversing about? Like I don't understand what's happening. And whatever is coming through to me, and like, yeah, you came real close. So I don't know. But I'm gonna talk to you at another time. Goodbye. I like, nope, suspicious. This shit don't feel right. Nothing feels right. And like, if I told you this and you talking to me, and then you come, like, what in the hell is all of this mean? Like, so now, even though she did some shit, like now I feel like I'm supposed to protect her because what the hell is you doing and what would she have been doing and like what the fuck anybody been doing and how you know her all of a sudden or even know, and like why people trying to put pieces of the puzzle together, what puzzle y'all trying to put together, why you use me, and then when I said some shit and then she said, oh, you wouldn't have let us, nigga. Wait, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, you would have said no. So what the fuck you mean? Like, why would you do it anyway? And like, so you do know that something happened to me and I wouldn't have agreed to it. So now what that means? What I should be doing? Like, because if you did it before, that means that maybe I believe that you was really doing something for my best interest. But none of this feels like it's for the best interest of me. And I've said multiple times that like something happened to me and I don't know what it was and I meant it and I don't like it and I probably was uncomfortable and scared, and so I would like some answers, and don't nobody want to give me no answers, and telling me that like you just mad because I blocked y'all. You mad because I blocked you on social media, but that's not where you blocked me at. On what's that? On what? Everything? Possibly. And like nobody understanding why I did it. Because I did. I don't know. Don't know. Whatever it was. Like I was full of a lot of emotion. A lot of energy is what I called it. And I literally felt like I should block everybody. That was the solution. Like, you know what? Whatever is coming, you got a bunch of energy that's feeling around you. A lot of things attached to you that you is just no. Get rid of it. Everything. Just about. Because for whatever reason, these ones you need to leave open. For whatever reason, okay, like leave these open and block everything else. Alright, fine. Like, now what's happening? Why be doing that? I'm gonna go through all this and I don't even know what all this shit is that's passing through my system and why. And every time I go to talk or have a conversation or like, I don't know what's happening. And I can't seem to know how to stop it or what to stop it or what to believe or what not to believe. And I'm like, so I've been smoking weed for a minute now, so that ain't it. Like, can't be the weed at all. Not, and even if I'm definitely know we high, but like, no, I don't understand what that would have to do with anything though. Like, this is some stuff that I already like, nah, and like none of this is different to me because even if I wasn't high, like, cause I feel like when you high, it just for me it just kind of allows me to like let myself be who I'm going to be anyway without like restriction and like it kind of like all of the traffic that is already on my brain it kind of I feel like allows it a space to travel like it allows me to take it from there out here to some extent the best way that I can explain it anyway like a and it creates a path in my head I guess like whatever is doing up there is like creates is like okay you unlocked it so like now we can kind of bring that trolley down it was just like going around in circles up there then it just comes out like I can't really explain it because my brain is never really silent even when I'm not high or when I'm not stimulated. Like, so maybe everything that I'm going through is definitely just that conversations and things that I've heard since I was a kid. Some definitely some things that I needed to release, some projections that were put on me, some reflections that as much as I fought to stay who I was, like I still had to change as a chameleon every time I turned around, like I still it was in my nature to adapt. And then when I think of like how I had watched Joey's bunny, uh, what's that damn bunny name? Claw. He was named after one of the TV show Claws that they watched, and like he was kind of I, I bunny sat for her while they were on vacation for a few days, and he was really cute actually. At first, it was like, but then I got used to him and I liked him, and like I would find him like little treats and stuff, and put him out there, like put the treats out. He was like really cute, and then I didn't keep him in the cage. I'm like, you know what? don't think you want to be engaged the whole time, so you can come out and play. And then like I've been getting so many messages. I feel like some of them are actually some messages from some of the kids and like some of the animals that I've been connected with. And it's so weird because I'm like, oh. And now that things are calming down, like the other day I had a moment and I was like, oh my God, Prince, that was you over there talking to me back then. Like, I still don't know what none of this mean for real. And like, you legit, I thought that was something totally different. And like, oh my goodness, like, because you came back to me then when I had the whole little dialogue between you and Mike, and like, this stuff is happening differently. Like, it's so many things that's happening because everything that comes through can, like, apply to so many situations. And I'm like, oh my God. So, like, back then, when and you got offended, or you were sad because I couldn't remember all your music, because, like, Prince don't really get much play in this part of my life. Like, I kind of be like, Prince who for real? Like, but it's so sad because like Prince was my dude. But I don't know if it was on the music side though. But he like Nikki, of course it was Nikki, and I'm like, for real? Yeah, girl, you are old. You be mad about some stuff that like people don't know what to say because they get it and you get it too. And you like, no, I told that nigga no. So you like, yeah, we get it. Can you like, did you tell? Wait, now it's a whole line of people like, well, did you say no to me? And you like ignore all of us because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not about to sit here and break all of this down. Like, I feel like it's pretty simple. And he like, baby, it's not, cause it's you. Like when the words come out your mouth, they different, cause it's you. So you might have to be a little bit more patient with people, because whatever people was thinking before, like you changed on everybody so quick. I mean, some of us we seen, you heard Pac, I seen Darian, just the Darian we've been waiting for, and now we like, hey, and you like, hey, and we like, you ain't gotta just stay over on that side, girl. You got the whole world open to you right now. Like, who you pulling up here? You like, I don't know how that work. And they like, we trying to tell you. leave them, leave them alone over there. Like, come over on the dark side, wherever we at. Like, why you still looking over there? And you like, I don't even know how y'all niggas, some of y'all is even getting on my phone. Like I thought I blocked some shit or I moved some stuff over or like I don't know what's happening, so I'm just gonna ride out. And some of this stuff seemed like, why am I even listening to it? So why is it here? And I don't know how to cut it off. And whatever y'all been telling me about being connected to certain stuff, like I'm like, clearly I ain't getting it. I don't get how none of this work. Whatever y'all trying to tell me, I'm pretty sure it'd be the wrong way. It'd be the wrong shit. Like I'd be grabbing a hold of probably whatever you not trying to tell me. And however it come, it gotta come. Cause like, hey man, I didn't know y'all was gonna hit me with all that shit. What was any of that? I still don't know. I still do not know. And I'm like, I think y'all gave me too much credit on one side or something. Like, and I'm feeling like y'all thought that I was way more magical because there was some stuff back there that people was throwing out like, who did she think she was? Like, you thought you was special, you thought you was, and I'm like, but the temperature of it was way different than anything that I could have thought. I'm like, no, I mean, I might not have used the word special before to describe myself because I know I broke down when Tiffany called me special or whatever. And however I was processing that in that moment, it just meant like, and she wasn't even talking to me. It was how I was relaying to her son, to my nephew. Like, damn, like, I am. Because I was walking through that journey. Like, I am very special. I am very unique. I am very, like, I've been through a whole lot of stuff. Like, whatever she was saying, it just took me to school, to, like, middle school. Like, in that short second, she took me down memory lane. Like, I walked through the life she was having for her son, but I walked in for myself, like through a different lens that I have been able to tap into in a long time. Like I was a kid. I did do some science fairs and some spelling bees, and I was winning shit all the time. I was a very good student. Like school simply, I mean, I guess it came pretty easily. I moved in 1 year, like in middle school, my 8th grade to ninth, going to ninth grade year. I moved so many times, had so many experiences, and always was able to pretty much keep up with school and get A's and B's, like no matter what system I was. And I was in different school systems, like drastically different school systems. And then when I got to high school, like, because I always essentially had to take a test. And even in like the school of the like school of science, school of the gifted kids. Like I remember, like, but they tried to say I had ADHD, whatever that was, and I know it was some pills or something taken, like brought up in the conversation, and whatever it was, like I ended up not being on pills. Like I ain't taking no damn pills every day. Like whatever it was that was flying, because I think Yvonne said the same thing. Like, I'm not about to be giving her no damn pill every day and remember it, and she probably gonna spit it out, or like, that's not nothing I'm about to fight with this girl about. And if y'all say a pill gonna help her, like, do I even really want her to have help? Shit, I don't care. Y'all think she gonna crazy, so I'm gonna get another check or something? Like, what they gonna do? Because they cut me off and they cut it down. Like, for me adopting them, the hell that so like, nah, I ain't gonna give her no pills. Then like whatever it is that that lady did to fuck them up, they gonna be that. They just gonna be that. They gonna be a product of their environment where they came from. I ain't here to do that. I'm helping this one over here. You know, she whatever. That one, I don't even want her over here. So no, whatever she gonna be. And then if she get on my nerves too much, I'm gonna take her out there and remind her just how grateful she should be that she in my house anyway. Fucking yellow ass. Like, you think you better than everybody no matter what you say. You was mad at me because I was smarter than you. That's what it was all this time. I asked her best friend, I'm like, why did she hate me so much? And the best they could say is that she just wanted to break you. That's all it was to it. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? And like, why for somebody that you didn't even met? Like, you could have just said no. Was they not gonna let her stay over there? If you would have just said no, like something in you was so destructive, so ugly. You was like, I'm gonna break this little girl. For what reason? So every time I reminded you of something that I was, it just was. Because you decided you was gonna write a book. And then you wanted me to edit it. You had me fucking looking through your book to edit that shit. I remember that. And I was probably like 10 or 11. And then I was giving feedback and I was giving advice and whatever else. Like, she had wrote a whole manuscript or something and she was proud of it. And I was fixing it and doing grammar or whatever I was doing at that point in time. I don't remember. But I just remember that, like, I think I had the thought a while back in one of them memories, and I pushed that shit aside, like, and I didn't care. I think that was like a bonding moment, and like it's like things that I was. People think that maybe I should have remembered her in, like, bitch, I don't have to remember nobody in nicely, like that beat my ass. I don't care how nobody else remember it or anybody else feel about anything. Like I know what happened to me in that goddamn house. And what happened to some other kids too that I tried to help. But now I don't even remember most of that shit, but some shit was terrible. Like, them kids came in and abused and got abused even more. And I don't be keeping in touch with nobody. It ain't no, I mean, if it's on social media, but like, ain't nobody about to take me back there to none of that. Nobody. I don't remember for, like, it was some things I do not remember for a reason. And I don't really go looking to knock on for to find out the shit that I don't remember from back then. Cause the stuff I do remember, hey, and it ain't no lucky charm to say which memory gonna pop up when some shit get to rattling. If I let somebody rattle around in my damn brain, hell no. Her like, no, thank you. I do the stuff that I do. And like Tarot ain't never been like a, ooh, I'm going to find out nobody business. Like not like that. I know during this time, I done got a couple of the messages, I'm assuming from some of the veterans, like trying to tell me, like, since you in here, you should learn some stuff. And it's like really hard for me to learn something that kind of like I came in from a different aspect of tarot, like in some of their words very purely. Like I truly was sent to tarot from by the gods because I listened to it on the radio, like just listened to the radio as a kid. And I have memories of being around the radio, my little boom box with my sister, and like in my mind, my sister was always a baby to me. Like that's how I was seeing her in that moment. She was still my baby. That's like they know everything we saying is the truth, and they got access to some things. That's like yeah, and like unfortunately or fortunately, like I don't. It's some things that I don't remember, and I don't even tap into on the tarot side. Like some of the headlines and some of the captions, I'll be like, absolutely not. So like I'm learning some stuff, even if it's instinctually. Like so for even for a lot of them, I am a study because like I have essentially since yeah tapped into some things and we all tapped into some things and some different powers. This is the things that people do not understand or recognize, and like it's gonna be some checks and some balances, however anybody look at it, and sometimes it don't look how people should want it to look, or sometimes people don't understand things, and some people do got another piece of the puzzle, and some people just like, hey, this is whatever it is. Like I have to go through this because no matter what, she has had to go through some things that she definitely should not have had to go through. Oh no, for no way at all. Based off of a lot of people that, and then when you look at it, it's like she never really connected with anybody. She kind of was like summoned to places. Because in one of her defenses on something that she been getting tried for a lot of stuff that she don't even know. And it's amazing the things that she'll say. Wonder, because she'll say, like, I did not ask to be there. Like, did I ask to come to you? Did I ask for you? Did I ask for you? Did I? Because it's some men in here, some that I know, like, and if I didn't even have the ability to say that shit out my mouth, oh my soul, like I asked for you. I said, hey, you over there, I see you, and you said okay, and we might have played some stuff across some lifetimes with some energies that we still connected to, but like, yeah, and it's a lot of people in these lifetimes that like I didn't ask to go here. Did I ask to come to you? Did I see you, nigga, and say it's him that I want? And when I was brought over here, did I say like it's you that I want? I did not. That didn't happen at all. So why did you think that you should be able to have me or any of that? Like, what? Who decided that? I didn't say that. So don't make it better. I don't care if I got caught in some moments or some things got twisted and I ended up in a situation or a moment that made some stuff happen. Like, don't nobody get to twist that around for them. Like, I absolutely did not ask to come over here. And now that I'm over here, you don't get to touch me. And you don't get to do anything to me just because you think that now I'm in your house. When, like, essentially you sent for me or somebody else did something, connected me over here. But I didn't look you up and say, I want to go over here. Because by the time it came to me, like my sister was already there. I don't know how long she had been there, but she had been there for, I'm assuming, some time before they started bringing her over there saying it was for me. And I don't know. But it was not for me. It wasn't for me. That wasn't supposed to be my gift at all. And probably neither was none of the places that I was sent to. For real, maybe. Like in one world, it's like I was sent for one place for a while, but like I was supposed to be, and I was supposed to be a test for people. And I'm like, I don't care about being nobody's damn test. Like, get somebody else to do it. How am I even attached to you to have to be y'all test for your people? The test, the salvation, the like what? For any of this. And like I don't get no benefits for this. The only benefit I get was you giving me room and board to prepare me or groom me or to do whatever it is you was gonna do when they could have just gave me the damn money back then for room and board. Like, give me that same money. I can figure out way more to do with this than my people. Like, we can take care of us clearly. Just give us the money. Y'all done took us out the environment. Now give us the money. Problem solved. We can do what we was doing over here, safer. Why you gotta make it hard for me and just then try to give me everybody else stuff to make it easier for them? Like, what type of shit? What sense do that make? Because of these restrictions you done put on the game that's good for you. And some stuff is we probably already had codes for before they introduced their penalties and their words and their stuff. Because they shit don't even the stuff they let be okay, the stuff that like you ain't gotta pay for in this country or not for long, or the stuff that people even think is debatable for some stuff. Like, what do you mean? Did it happen to you? Then how the hell is you saying anything about anything? When it happened to you, you decide how long before your ass fucking have a meltdown after whatever caused it, after whatever didn't cause it, and then you can decide what you want to do. Like now, what do you want to do? Whatever anybody was doing before when my ass started having the meltdown, like what did anybody do? And also, what can anybody do? I didn't do something nobody could do. And the pain that I be feeling over here, like I don't know if anybody can do anything with it anyway. It does not feel safe for me to open up my body sexually in any type of way on a physical aspect to any man that I was already involved with right now. Or not, because I haven't been sexually intimate with any man in, I thought it was 3 years, but at least two. I haven't really been like knowingly actually connected to any man. Like, undoubtedly, I'm his person, I'm his woman, or anything in a very long time either. And the closest was my online connection, like as of recent. And even that was like, mm, we've been doing this for a long time. And like, I don't want to do this like this anymore. And I've been saying it. And I tap back in every once in a while because, like, no matter what, like, I care about you. And I'm trying to figure out what that means for us. And then I'll just be picking up like we just picked up yesterday. Like, whatever changed over there, you're going to have to tell me. Because just like life ain't really, I mean, just because, you know, life been going on and we ain't touched bases, like, I still got my eye on you. I still remember you. I don't care if it's been a year. That's kind of just how I'd be. Like, did something change over there? Because you said this was the plan. And we had agreed this was the plan. So if I'm dipping in and out, like, it's because you wasn't doing whatever I needed you to be doing at that time. And the plan is still supposed to be there. And then, like, that's it. And I'm going to do whatever I want to do anyway until you figure it out over there. Because, like, I didn't kind of accept it. If it ain't you, it's cool. And If it ain't you, that's cool. I might need to check in anyway to see who you are now, what might be happening with my person, because he probably close to you. If it ain't you, or you gonna help me figure it out, because like by this time, whatever you got going on over there, if you the man that I think I am, I mean, that there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know that came along with that man as he was getting there, and like, yeah, you did that. That's cool. So like, we're my person that I was supposed to have, because you just wasn't supposed to be him, and that's alright. Like, as far as I'm concerned, we might still be able to be cool if it ain't no bullshit. Cause what is this really hurting? You kind of like practice. If that's it, you just practice. I'm just mad at you because or whatever I think you would have did. Right now, if you was the man and we was in the relationship that I thought we was in this whole time. So I'm gonna say this and you say that. Shoot, dress rehearsal. So that when he do come, even if he ain't like you physically, I'm gonna understand. I'm gonna recognize that spirit of wealth because that's what we've been practicing for this whole time. I've been practicing to be who I'm supposed to be. But I had to go live with this because how else was I gonna get there? How else was I gonna know what to look for? What was important to me? What wasn't? What he might be interested in? What he might think? What he might care about? What he is not definitely going to care about? What he gonna want to do? I'm gonna work out all the stuff, and you can do the same for me. Cause like you can either decide I'm the type of woman you want to be with or you don't want to be with, and even if it's not me, you can figure out what characteristics you want, what you don't like. Mm-hmm. Cause essentially, I might be your worst nightmare or like your greatest dream. Like, and because men are different, he probably was pushing my button in ways that I didn't even know. And because I'm different, I probably was fucking his head up all kind of ways just because like I'm me. So he had to get my ass back maybe one last time before you let me go. Before I let you go, can I get a kiss? Good night, baby. But I expect all the men to have been working together for my greater good. For me, I done learned something from everybody around me. Because that's what you do in your environment. If you're going to pick up something from people, pick up something good. And whenever you got to put them down or wherever life takes you separately, hopefully it's not such a brutal breakup or it doesn't feel like it. But even when it's gentle, I guess if it's so long, it might be brutal. If it was so real, mm-hmm. Tiffany told me I was going through a heartbreak twice. I'm like, what are you talking about? Who heartbroken? Why would my heart be broken? My heart is not broken. What? And then it started feeling like my ass was going through a heartbreak. I guess that's what heartbreak feel like. I'm like, well, it was a while after. I'm like, what the hell am I going through? Why did my heart have to be broken? Like, was it a forewarning about all the shit that like I was about to go through, and why did I have to go through all this? Like, because you broke the water, you broke the dam early. You said that you was done. You wasn't asking no more. You was done asking no more. You don't want no more of anything that what you was getting. You wanted to close out the book and have a whole new book. Okay. But you still had to close out the book. And then which book was it? Because you had a lot of unopened books that you had written. So, the Oracle must tell the story. And if we couldn't get you to get back on the pages, we just came off the pages. Your voice, your words, just different. Because your words are powerful and your perspective. You have so much knowledge and your ideas and your heart and everything. So we picked up what you had going on and was like, oh, this is going to be everything. And a lot of things you told us along the way just by pulling us in certain times. And what you wanted to do with each one was so magnificent. The focus was never really about the money, which was cool because you guys are so creative with your marketing and so intentional with what you say and how you say it and girl talk. You decided that that was going to set it off for you. That was your baby that was going to bring everything else together. Because you could do so much with that just based off of what it was. And you kind of made it a big deal. And it is. It's so intricate. It's so intricate that we've been trying to figure out where to start, how to start, what's first. Because you have exactly what you wanted. And you don't even see how it's all coming together, which is kind of perfect and yet sad. And a whole lot of other stuff. Yep. It's a journey. other side or no? That's always the question. That's always the question. Will I see you on the other side or not? And how do you take that? And someone's like, you're here. I love you. I see you. You're here. Until you're not. Because you are disposable. If that's how you want to look at it. And essentially, it depends on what you decide disposable is. It can be reused because it's usefulness. If we say that word, you're at everyone's disposal. So I'm everyone's shit receptacle. Like, I'm the person everybody throws shit at. That's the like perspective that I think I'm supposed to be going through. And yet, that was never my perspective for anybody. Really, ever. I don't think. If it was, very for a short period of my time. Probably when I was little, was young to remember. Or for it to really be a thing. I do think people do a lot of stuff. And they do. And they say a lot of things that I don't agree with. And I usually address it the best way that I kind of know how, or feel it's important or whatever. And I've never ever felt like I was anybody's punching bag, really, or disposal, or really thought the same of other people. In some essence, it was simply understanding that times do change. Life changes. I mean, understand the reality. And hopefully it doesn't become a reality for me when I make certain decisions. Hopefully I don't have to face certain realities. And if I do, I would like to know that I will be prepared. I've seen some times where people are not prepared. We see them all the time for life to happen, whatever that may be. Some type of form of death. Even if it's not physical. When something is born, something dies. The creation of my characters in a book on the shelf or whatever, and it's the creative process. The relationships with the characters and whatever. And is that row of sleepless nights and having those just like all my thoughts, creativity shooting that way, being channeled into those. Once it's out there, it's like, okay, it's out there. It's gonna take wings and fly however it's gonna fly. And it can create another leg with the creativity, and I can like follow it up with the marketing and radio and all of that advertisement, which I did for the Pain and the Promise as well as I could. I really did. And I think I did really good. Like, I think I did really well based off of what I had. And I could have probably taken the momentum and kept going, kept going, kept going. And people like, they work really hard for a long time to get what they got. And I'm like, that's cool. That was where my creativity stopped. For that, my push, my pull, the resources, because people think it's just their time. But depending on what type of art you put out, what type of backlash or pushback you might be receiving, or whatever anything you may come from, like this shit may be different. Like maybe you have some resources and some stuff that, like, even if you felt was hard for you and where you at, it was still accessible and whatever. And anything that anybody feel like I can do, like, all right, well, you do it and do it better and good for you. It was never even a competition to me. Like, I wanted to be an author. I wrote a book based off of my life. People told me that I should. And like, if they supported me or not, would they right to support me or not? Based off of their interests, based off of like what they wanted to consume, their budget. No, not them being anything to me. They don't have to. Like, you don't have to support my book just because you my cousin. You don't have to support my book just because you my friend. It would be nice. It's not expected. That's how my friendship works. Like, you're my friend because you're my friend. You're in my life because you're in my life. Because of you as a human, as a soul, as a being. And if all you bring into my life is a smile today, like you're here today and you're smiling, or you're here today and you're not smiling, and I can figure out like if I want to try to help you find your smile today because I enjoy when you smile, or if you need to be sad because it's like you want to be sad. It doesn't have to be transactional, like I'm keeping rights and wrongs. Like, that's never been where I've been before now. And even now, I'm not necessarily trying to keep the track of right and wrongs. It's like, I don't know what happened. And nothing feels right. And I feel like I really want a lot more. And I'm mourning a whole lot of stuff. And you just happen to be in the things I'm mourning. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could be a sense of reverence, or it could be a sense of, I don't know, you can choose. I'm choosing that, like, I was out the country for a long time and we hear from nobody that I love. And I sent out messages a couple times. I did get a few phone calls. Some things I just don't remember because it was like so much other stuff coming at me from like so many other directions. And I didn't really know what to do with a lot of stuff. And I was just like, I don't have any money. And I'm almost like ready to go home and be in my apartment. And like, just think. And try to figure out some of everything and get out of here. Because whether me or I work or not, like, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. And now that I've been gone for almost a year and I've had many experiences, I can try to figure out how to make this shit a lot better. So even if I'm spending like $200 over here, okay, it's like I can pay for that, or I can pay like I was already like I got to get out of here. I got business ideas, I got connections now. Like I got some numbers to work with. Let me figure out how I can at least get the door open a little bit wider. And I don't even know how, because I'm gonna need some income. I reopened my VA claim because I'm like, I know they owe me. They owe me. You owe me. I don't care what you think. And it shouldn't have to be that hard for me to, you owe me. Nigga, my plantar fasciitis first started messing up when I went to see the first doctor about it. I was in the army. I was like 20, 21 years old. Like, my wrist started hurting in the army. My back started hurting for real in the army. I lost my fucking daughter in the army. Nigga. I got sexually assaulted whether they touched me or not, nigga, in the army. I felt fucking violated in the army. I'm looking through these fucking words. I'm looking through the stuff too on the application. How you gonna tell me that you don't owe me? I'm looking to where you actually owe me. Nigga, pay me. And to stop fucking breadcrumbing us. And then putting stipulations. Well, if we feel at some point in time that like you not hurt no more, then you not hurt. How the fuck you gonna decide what hurt on me just because I'm not articulating or expressing it the way that you feel like I should, or like it don't present how you think, and like I gotta be fucked up forever? Like if I find a miracle cure out here, like you telling me that like y'all want me to be in pain and fucked up, like I'm supposed to, y'all gonna try to punish me for whatever service I did forever? For letting y'all touch my damn bloodline? Is this a punishment? No, absolutely not. Like, no. Not for me. Y'all take that up with y'all damn uncle or something. I don't know. We supposed to get everything and more. Because y'all be acting even more trifling to us. And for too many years, they've been getting stuff that we do not get. Y'all made it so hard for us. It ain't no different because we a damn veteran. So yes, we get to have fucking freedom simply because we went through y'all damn systems. All of them. We passed all them damn shits. I don't care if you think we didn't. Yes, I got in trouble in basic training because of my fucking mouth. You don't talk to me no kind of way. I don't care what you think your rank is. You want respect, you gonna get respect. And if you think you just supposed to have respect just because your rank, you a fucking coward already. And if you really think you anything just because you got some balls in between your legs, you really ain't shit. Like, what? So like, yeah, I put my claim back in. And I hate when I do it, because every time I got a damn claim with them, that shit send me down through a damn rabbit hole. Instant. And then they try to tell me that, like, my PTSD claim, PTSD don't contribute to them. It's before. Niggas, all of y'all, all of this shit is the army. All of this shit is part of the military, U.S. military. Nigga, y'all been on my birth certificate, so I was in. Y'all put me in the fucking system. Y'all system, I was in. All that shit. So yes, you responsible. So at this point, like, you owe me 42 years plus tax. The hell type of shit is that? I don't think y'all supposed to get off scot free. No. And then gonna try to pocket check us if we make over so much money. If we get the hell out of here, it's ours. Wherever the housing we want to go to, it should be ours. We should be able to have some free housing. Ours. Or give us free housing here. We can have a base. We can have a home base. That's fine. And give me all my other stuff in cash. Like, just give it to me. Give me my per diem. Go ahead and incorporate my food costs, my living costs. Um, Shit, you can give me the dependence of anybody that I was attached to that I had to fight their damn family for that you don't put me in. And anybody else that want to give me theirs, like, okay, thank you. Um, Utilities, what the hell we look like? Education, what do we look like? Us, our kids, our grandkids? No, it should belong to us. Water, like, and we need a livable wage. And just quit playing crazy. Sending all of our money somewhere else and telling us that we can't do nothing. And there ain't no reason in the world where, like, I can't tell you that what hurts my body and you telling me no, you just want to give me pills. Why? Because your cousins own pharmaceutical companies. You got people that's all up in there. The hospital, all that shit is ran by y'all. I got a dang on gift card to Walmart, and I was just like, huh. They just keep the wheels spinning on their shit. Okay, all that money they was giving out from the storms was coming from Walmart. Like, so essentially, whatever they lost, whatever Walmart lost in food, any of their stores was already recovered. Any of their loss in loss prevention was already covered through the U.S. military. And their profits, I'm pretty sure their profits and their stock went up, even if it was a spike just from that stimulation package, courtesy of a storm that we had. And so then you want to look at, like, all these storms we've been having. What's been happening afterwards? What's happening in the aftermath? Where the money going? Do whatever come to us. The disaster relief that they actually pay for, where do they send them people at? Who really going to get them? What's the cost between one neighborhood and another? Mm-mm. Like, nigga, y'all just gave. And this is what y'all giving out. Y'all don't even. No shade for anything. Because I'm like, get what you gonna get. It's just pretty interesting at the way that this country decided they want to hand out money and resources. That shit gotta be important. You saying that you can, you know that the lights was out for what? Up to 12 days, I think. Y'all were giving $600 food, gift cards to Walmart. Food. That's it. Just for food. And that might have been whatever the family size was. Which means you're saying that for at least 12 days out of the month, you think we need $600 for food. As a single person on SNAP, you get less than $300 a month on food. That's it. Like, and I'm not even I don't really shop at Walmart. Like, I'm not a fan of Walmart for multiple reasons. And I rarely would shop there. So me going into Walmart, that was like, cause they gave me gift cards, and even then, I was like, okay, what am I? How am I gonna get $600 worth of food from Walmart? Like, and I just decided to use it for some of the more expensive staple ingredients that I have, like that I keep, like coconut oil, avocado oil, sunflower oil. Like, I used it to get like my most expensive items, because if I'm going to be living, I mean, I eat so much healthy produce, I mean, fresh produce, and it's like I ain't really worried about that. I'll get that every month. But like the bigger stuff is more difficult to it's more difficult for me to, I mean, it's more expensive. So like for the months where I gotta get so I had got me like sesame seed oil, sunflower oil. I got me some avocado oil, a couple of them. I got some coconut oil. I got some vinegar because I use vinegar for like a lot of stuff. I got nuts and like probably some different stuff that I would snack on. Like I used that time to get like spices done went up in cost. So I used that time to get like some of my stuff. Cause even though I make my own spices and stuff, like right now I ain't really. I mean, I'm ready to be out of this apartment. I'm ready to be out of this. I'm ready to be out of here. So like my apartment, I ain't really got a lot of stuff. Plus my gas is off right now. With my gas been off for a while. So I've been actually cooking, and I ain't cared for the summer. Like I ain't cared about the gas. I mean, it was but like I got all my stuff. I got my hot plate. I got my air fryer. I got my um pressure cooker. Like I got ways to cook. That ain't really a big deal. I can, and sometimes it's kind of even fun to go in there because it's probably the most I've used my air fryer. And even then, I don't use it a lot, but like it's there. Um, so like I used to get like some of the staple stuff. I mean, that's expensive stuff because I'm like that would last me longer, and then whatever. Like I won't have to worry about it because it stays for so long. And then my produce I got from like the produce mart, and then like I don't keep a lot of what else did I get? Cause I made a couple trips. I did pretty good. Like I did pretty good. I got that's when I got like my seafood snacks, like my little seafood chip snacks. I don't got no more now. I banged on those. My dried fruit. So I got like dried pineapple, dried mango. Um, so all of that kind of stuff that I'm like, okay, I will get from Walmart. Like I guess like it took me a minute because I'm like Walmart, ew. And then I was mad because I'm like, so they decided to give food cards to Walmart, like all the places you could probably go. And then I started thinking about like some of the local markets and stuff where they probably could have been able to go, or like even the farmers markets and things like that, like, or maybe they, but so it was just like they probably could have gave options like they used to do the vouchers, but then it was like since they had so many already on hand too, like the way that they turned out that food called like those gift cards even available to them, that was different because like they used to give the gift cards for something. It used to be Dave's. I don't like Dave's either for real. Like I mean I know they're local, but like they don't really seem to have much stuff that I like with you. So when it goes to like uh for us grocery stores, like I'll usually go to Giant Eagle, Fresh Time. If I have to go to the or I'll go to Whole Foods for some stuff, but particularly like I will go to like fresh farmers markets personally for my fresh produce if I can make it when I got a car. So yeah. So anyway, when I came back, I was just like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. And I gotta figure out all this other stuff. So like I was working and I was trying to figure it out and got my trip to Jamaica and life has been happening. And my memory took such a blow. Like, which is so weird when I say that because I'm like, I have so many memories. I have so much stuff back here and so many ideas and so many things feel like it's been knocked on my ass. And I still be looking at my ancestors like, hey girl. Or they be looking at me because I ain't really want looking for nobody. They're like, I see you. Yep. And they want it to seem like they mad at you because they want you to be something different than what they want us to be. And if you treat us a certain way, then that means that, like, yeah, they may not be as worthy as they thought they were or whatever. And you never even said anything different. Baby girl, you got a lot of enemies just because you decided to speak freely. You did. And some of us are really proud of you for still holding your ground. Because we see you if nobody else can. You've heard that before, though. We come to you because you can see us. You just accept us, whatever we may be. We have shown you some various things, and you like, my principle is the same. All them other details, that's your business. You can maintain. We make some choices, whatever they may be. They may not always be what we want them to be, and they may not always really be fair of a choice, right? Nobody said that it would be easy only because we started saying that. Like, who said that this shit had to be hard? So, can we make it to where it wasn't so hard? You want your energy up out of that story too, huh? Like, I think that that was okay for me. That made me happy to have to go back and forth. If this is what you think, because however you even can imagine what that journey would have been, like that's what y'all celebrated. That's what y'all. When you do find resilience in it, what does it look like to you? Because even if we felt like it wasn't hard, that shit was way hard. Even if it was a normal for us or whatever, like you gotta know that we not always. Most of the time, we don't feel like, I'm taking it on. It's just as simple as us having a conversation and things just come out and pop up, and next thing you know, you got bullets at you. You like, what in the hell? Why? What part? What part did you know? What part was so wrong? What was damn? Like it made sense for me to want to leave. Y'all don't want to get out of here. Yes, you do. What I need to see for you? What I need to tell you to see? You know what? Don't you see? What don't you think this okay? But how can it be okay if that's gonna happen over there? So if I have a, so you mean to tell me that if our baby, Junior, if our baby has to go through that, we gonna be okay with that? We gonna be acceptable like mine? Like if I was to have, and then this is supposed to be okay, would she be able, whatever I can envision for her right now, today, that I want for her, and I'm doing all of this stuff, would she be able to do it the way that I want her to? Because I want her to have whatever the fuck she want to have. Whatever experience my baby want to have, I want her to have it. I don't want her to have whatever boundaries or limits that nobody else can place on her just for being beautiful, smart, sexy, intelligent, articulate, different, fluent, flowy, dominant, gorgeous, like funny, bougie, whatever words they gonna be able to throw at my fucking baby. And if it go for her, it's gonna go for him. Cause he gonna be just as beautiful. And if I ain't in the right arena to play with them, baby, I'm not ready to play with them. Cause they mama wanna be able to go out and say, me and my babies wanna be near the ocean. From the moment that like they conceive probably. Cause the way the water calls to us, I just feel like she like you need to be near me when you open up. Like, and even if they not there then in that moment, like they gotta be able to tell mama what they want, and I need to be able to be still enough, to be in tune enough, to be able to hear the breath of my baby when they telling me which way they want me to go for them or me or us. And I need to be able to get there as gently as possible. And if it gotta be some lessons to learn along the way, then they can be learned along the way, but not detrimental, hopefully. Doing the best that I can for them. And they may or may not always know what that is or understand it. But I hope that like something is able to translate that for them, that like they know exactly who their mama have been, what she been through, who she is for the world, and who she is for them, what she been through, what she wanted to create for them. Like, and it ain't gotta be nothing else against nobody. It's just like when people say they experience life through their kids, like I don't want to take nothing from my kids, and I want to be able to experience life through my kids. And that may have looked very different when I was younger, and my energy was different. And like, I don't know, I don't know. It might be some things that I'm not gonna be willing to do, and that's gonna be okay if that's what they want to do. I want to be able to make sure I got a team around us. Because they daddy might like to go to amusement parks and shit. I am not about to be doing all that. Like, all that chaos for what? No, y'all can do that when y'all ready for it if y'all want to, or go with him, or I can do some of it. Like we can do some stuff. I ain't even mind doing some stuff. Like if I gotta suck it up, I'ma like it. I'ma like it. But some stuff I'll be like Disney World. Why everybody gotta do that? That seem fun to y'all? That ain't felt fun to me on no round. Never. Like if I was gonna do it when I was younger for like my niece and I was trying to think about when they was gonna be able to walk, what they might like. Like I don't know why that sounds fun to people. Like, but it is. Like I was always told I probably like universal circles. Like people used to tell me like, and I'm like, why? Like, I guess. Like, I ain't gotta go for me though. That ain't on my wish list. Don't nothing here be on my wish list to be all the way honest. I'd be like, my money abroad. Better return on my investment. And plus, I feel like we might need them. I might be having to pay somebody else's penance anyway, and that's one that I'll pay. Take some of our money and give it to them. Okay. And am I paying off some of my karmic debt? Period. Thank you. I'll take it, even if I ain't trying to do it on purpose. Because I read how we are only one of the top, for what is it? Out of the top 4% of consumers in the world, and we consume over, what was it? 60% of the world's resources, or 70%? Yo, when she telling y'all, no, I know I've been saying that shit for years. Like, oh, Mother Nature would take y'all out before she let y'all take her out. And what I'm talking about, I guess that just hit me in this moment, was that not just her. Like, this planet is shared by many, many, and the problems have been located. Spotlights have been shown on them, and everything. Yep, the world is spotlighting the top consumers of the world, the problems to this planet. And how each planet decides that they want to respond during these times will determine if the earth is gonna stand still in their world. They gonna be gone. And what can be lost? What the cost could be. And if it's worth it to keep the rest of the world safe. Because if y'all clearly not gonna listen to the experts, and even what y'all call the experts, like, if y'all not gonna listen to people telling y'all that y'all need to do better, including y'all own citizens, then why should the rest of the world not cease your existence? Like you feel you have the right to do to the rest of the world. At what point do you say, you know what? I hear it. If I can't change what the government gonna do, I can't change what anybody else is going to do on the big scale, because that can be overwhelming. You telling me my vote counts, but it doesn't. I never see how it counts down here. I can tell you how I can count on a local scale. Okay. So, then tell me who I should go and vote for. No, I don't really care about their personal stuff. That's them. I need to know more about the actual politics of it all. And when a citizen says, I'm interested in learning some stuff, I do papers in school and all of this stuff, and I'm saying that from here, We need a little bit more information. And just based off of where I'm at, I can tell you exactly where the disconnect is. A, we weren't getting a proper education on most of this stuff. Most of the people told us just to do one thing, didn't really explain anything about it or why or anything. They just said, vote this way, all the way down the line. So then, that's what I did. And when it got over here, I was like, starting to see some things differently. How many voting cycles did I lose? What did I lose out on so far? What has happened during that time? Don't even know. I'm not about to go back and research. I ain't got the time for that. Let me say right here. Okay, so based on my life, my interest, and what is like really gonna come to me, because at this point, whatever I got going on, I'm not gonna go too far deep because clearly it hasn't really felt like it's impacting me. Like I don't really think I seen anything that related it to this. So now the ads are getting a little bit more aggressive and it's a little bit more stuff going on. How does any of this relate to like whether or not I'm gonna vote? Not at all. Unless I can look deeper and say like, okay, if you've been caught having an affair, that means that maybe you might believe in abortion because you know that if your mistress gets caught up, then like you may want to just be able to go ahead and make sure she can get rid of that or do whatever needs to be done legally because you don't need no illegal activity on something that would just be so simple that if it was legal. And so yeah, like I'm gonna go for that. And then them being used against it, like if you so cool to go with abortions, what are you doing to where like this may actually be beneficial for you and maybe it's something back there that I can use to kind of blackmail your ass because I know where your shit is, like where you stand. So not even maybe some of them trying to get others to like maybe it might be a maze or a game to them somewhere trying to be over on this side so that y'all think that like I ain't really doing nothing or so y'all can think that I'm doing stuff so I can save my homeboys hide over there because I know y'all think that they believe in that. So like y'all think that they cool when actually those is the ones over there that's actually getting down. And these is the ones that's actually, yeah, they ain't really playing that game. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that seemed to be. Like that's how that could have been my bad. Like, oh, it's a whole big connection going on. So if you check it the other way, what does that mean? Like when you start looking at things a little differently. So when I'm sitting up here and I'm like, same bird, different wing. What does that actually mean? Right wing, left wing. What's your dominant wing? What does that mean as a bird? What does that mean as anything? What's the trajectory on? Where you going? What's your flight? What do you eat? What does your diet consist of? Like, does all of these things need to take place on a total different scale? So, anywho, when you start wondering, like, huh? So, since I don't really care about that, although that is a very good, that took me up somewhere I wasn't expecting. Okay. So then, like, for me, I don't really care about your personal life. I don't really care about your marriage. That's you and your business. I don't have a reason why I might want to blackmail you because I don't really care who's sleeping with who in your family. Like, if everybody is legal or whatever, like if y'all out there having affairs, it's probably between you and your wife. But for some people, depending on what's in that damn marriage contract, that, you know, anything, contractual agreement, it might be detriment to you, especially when you think about where you was when you met her, where you are now, where you trying to be, what kind of hit that might take to you, like, and who actually got the money and the network and the things that may be looked at differently because somebody could have thought one thing and then when I old girl handed somebody her card, somebody could have thought altogether different if she was one thing or she wasn't, and like really you gotta look at who it bothered, and like she was aware of it, but it kind of was like it is what it is. Like it ain't. I'm doing this in case it's a thing for you, and if it ain't, then it ain't. Like I ain't really know. I tried to be discreet. If it wasn't discreet enough, then I don't know why I should even felt like it was a thing if it wasn't a thing, and like I ain't really know. I know I ain't care, and so I'm just trying to be considerate on whatever end that may be. It has nothing to think about anybody as anybody. It's just shit. And did you care? And if you didn't, I just wanted to cover all the bases. Like, I don't know. I didn't even think nothing further into it or what that could have meant because it just made you a student. Like, we here. I'm in this position right now. So it is what it is. Like, for now. So yeah, I don't be caring about people personal lives really. I do want to know about the policies and where you voting and like the stuff that matter about my people. Like what's the racial demographics looking like over here when you in court and you sentencing people and what's it look like? Because I done did my research on the drug epidemic and the drug charges and how y'all patting the charges and how people got to spend time over here and like how time is given out over here and like yeah, I've been looking at a couple different things. Like, so that's the stuff I'm really worried about. Abortion, you don't get to tell a woman not to have an abortion. Like, who are you? No, now we could talk about other things. It ain't no but. Like, we could talk about other things as well. Who you gonna give us the funding? You gonna give us the people? Like, cause I don't really trust y'all for nothing. And I just kind of be looking at all kind of different stuff that be happening in these environments, and I'm just like, mm-hmm. I don't know. I know I'm missing some more stuff still. I'll be tired of deep diving, even when I'm not like, cause it's not really like I can stop myself right now. I don't really know how. I've done meditating, like I've taken a lot of some of the advice. I'm just like I don't know, and now I'm just like I don't really know what I can do that's different. And I really wish I didn't have to think. I really wish somebody could come in and just pick me up. And, I felt really safe a couple times in my life. And one time was with my ex. I just remember, like, after his party, I threw him, like, a surprise party or whatever at a really cool restaurant because he was into music and it was a jazz club. I thought he would like it, so I went out for his birthday that year, and I did him a massage and got him a massage. We did a couples massage. Had two parties. Had one at home, just surrounded by like his closest people that was there and his family. Where I made like an ice cream cake and think some lobster mac and cheese and I don't remember what else, but like, and then I had that was on his actual birthday, and then a couple of days later, his mom and my girl had helped plan his birthday party for me, and so um, he had a surprise birthday party at a restaurant. And his mom had got the guest list together because I didn't really know much of his family. But I was like, I knew he had talked about like a couple people and then just expecting her to know. So that was it was a cool vibe. And like even when I went to pay for his food, I remember it was like a big thing. He was like, no. I'm like, what? And then just like kind of wanting to argue with him at the moment and just saying like, forget it. Like it's not even like your family is here right here. Like if this is it doesn't make sense to me why you want to pay on your birthday when like this is my treat to you, but I'm not about to make a big deal of it right now. So okay, I don't like it, but okay. And then like that being like such a big deal later, but like that night when we came in to the apartment, like to sleep, um, I don't know. I know we had a conversation because I think I let him know like some things that he had been doing was unacceptable to me, and like I had been trying to hold my tongue because it was his birthday, and there was really special moments to me. Birthdays, like I don't celebrate any holidays really, but birthdays are special, and so I was just like, you've been doing some stuff. I don't like it and at all. Like I really don't. I've been trying to be really, really patient, really kind, really understanding, and then like I haven't said anything, and I'm trying to still be very respectful when I tell you like that. I don't like some of the stuff that's been happening, and whatever we said, whatever was said, and I remember like falling asleep in his arms, like just sitting there and falling asleep. And then I remember like somewhere in the middle of sleeping, I woke up like, and he was like carrying me to the bedroom. Like I was in his arms and he was simply just carrying me into the bedroom. So like somewhere in there, I don't be just wondering like how long has I been asleep? And I think was he working on music before I went to sleep? Like I think he was working on music, but I don't even remember. Somewhere I'm like, we had a conversation. Just remember like in that short moment, like trying to review like how I ended up here in his arms, and in that moment he felt like so safe to me. And I was like, wow, like I feel really safe in his arms right now. It was such a gentle, it was such a moment that I had never experienced before in that capacity. Everything kind of felt quiet and still, and like that was cool. There's so many things that go across my mind at any point in time. Like I'm really in this time where I dip into the past, present, and future so effortlessly, and that came across. In fact, to have come across so early in my tarot teachings, but some things I already understood. So it's like some things is trying to give me. I'm trying to learn like concepts and stuff, or maybe not on a conscious level because I'm not necessarily trying to learn anything, but trying to make sense of different things that do come my path, whether no matter what it is, because it can be just walking and my thoughts are like, hey, did you? Or sometimes I just get random, they just be random. And I'm like, okay. And the other day it was that thought that was like, it's okay, baby, just be careful, like just be cool. Cause all the years that your gifts have been suppressed, we're just balancing out over here. Like a lot of messages that you were supposed to receive that we sent your way throughout all the years and your many experiences, and various places that you've been tapped into and people you've been tapped into back then, conversations that you had back then that like you may have been having in the physical but was missing so much in the spiritual. There was a lot of stuff being passed through you. You beautiful being, you medium, you psychic girl, you're so beautiful and you're so confused and it's so and just like honoring to watch this transition. It's so many things, but we definitely feel honored over here to witness this. And so we keep telling you, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. And you're like, who is in my head telling me that I'm not crazy? Or like, how did you know I needed that, right? And like, whichever message, whichever way, all of these things are coming across. And I'm still in my head, like, I still don't know what any of this means, right? And then sometimes there's like a wave of like so many different responses. Like, how do you break it down anymore? You're like, what are you saying to me? Like, break what down? Because am I supposed to be putting the puzzle together when I'm just saying, like, it's so many different pieces and I don't even know where they go anymore. And I don't even really be feeling like I'm trying. They just like there. Like, boom, boom, boom. No matter where I look, it's a damn mystery. And whether I'm like browsing online or not, because sometimes these days I really try not to be browsing. Like, I need a break because every time I get online, I'm like, what am I seeing? Like, who has control of my phone like this? Like, why do everything I see triggers like something else? And like, how do I change the dial or learn to keep it on certain stations? So certain stations be cool as hell, and then certain stuff just be passing through me so fast. And it was like trying to understand that like so much of this is moments that have already passed. And I'm like, but when? On which plane of existence? Because like there's so many dreams that I had, or so many places that I've traveled, even in my sleep, and like, in so many lives that I have actually lived, apparently, that I'm like passing through me. And I'm like, but I remember that one kind of, and like, there are some other things that's coming through, like what we about to do right now, because how long I gotta be here? How long I gotta be here to look at this? And like, especially when I can't seem to grasp any of it, but what? Like, what? And then I'll get like moments of like cheering me on, like, don't stop, you so close, like you can still turn, like you can still, it's open, don't stop, there is more stuff. And I'm like, what are we even talking about? What more stuff? Okay, like, but even do I even have an option to press and stop? Because I thought I said stop many times. Seriously, like jokingly, like very adamantly, very abruptly, very quietly. Like I've tried to say, like, hey, we there yet? Like many times. And it's just like, okay, so like this is a cool moment. This we relax right now. We can chill, practice my deep breathing again. Okay, because I have forgotten the deep breathe. Like, and why is there some things that I was doing back there that I really can't do up here that seemed like it may be helpful? Because there was a point where, like, my deep breathing game was off the hook. And, like, my mind, my meditation, like different styles of meditations that I've been going through, and none of that shit is working up here. Now it's just like, and I'm like, but that did work for me wow back then. And like even some of the stuff that I was listening to, no. And then some of the stuff that I find like really calming, like some of the beats and the music, because a lot of times, sometimes it's the words. A lot of times, like, I end up zoning out the words, and it's literally like that music that's like, and then certain voices, like, there is a couple voices that just like immediately calm my system that I hear. Like, they're so calming to me in this time. Like, so many energies that I can't even, like, it's like absolutely not. Whatever it is, it's just like, no, not right now. So many things that don't even like resonate, and so many things that just feel like, no, like, why is this even still coming up? What is expecting me? Like, somebody expects something from me. Like, there's moments where I'm like, am I expected to do this in order to get out of this? Like, I'm not doing that. So what does that mean? Am I like on punishment or something? Like, am I being punished for something right now? Or no? Or like, okay, don't this like, no, I wouldn't be punished. Like, so I'm being purging and cleansing. Okay, so like, when do we decide that that part is done? So the healing, all right, I thought I was healed. And then, like, why did I need to remember all of this anyway? Like, what needed to just be like all these things? Like, what's the benefit of this again? What's happening? I don't really know. And I don't really like it anymore. Like, whatever the lessons were, whatever it was, like, I'm exhausted and like I really want to be curled up somewhere that would be nice. Like, I've been very clear about what I want. And so I'm like listening to certain things, and then certain things would be like certain times when I go and get certain videos or certain videos come across and I just decide to like listen to them. I'm like, that was very helpful for whatever reason it was helpful for in that moment. Like, it's like very rarely is things just staying staying grounded no matter if I try, or like, it's just like, how do I get back to that space I was liking where that was going? And like, sometimes the stuff that I'll be liking be going by so fast. I'll be like, wait, I wanted to explore that a little bit more. What happened? You ain't even give me a chance. And then understanding that, like, I had some real dope, like, interactions with some peoples in some total different realms that, like, I ain't really get to bring down here. And I'm kind of really sad about that. Like, then I'm like, okay, but psychic. So does that mean that I was just like already dipping into the future? So those are memories that I had that's coming up? Is that what that means? Like, when it be like, or memories that I had when I was asleep, and I'm like, oh, wait, I think I might have. Ooh, okay.